You are out. Finally, God is exposing your brother. Your brother is my dear child. If you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is not a dream. This is not a coincidence. You have arrived at a divine intersection. A spiritual breaking point where the heavens refuse to stay silent any longer. This is the moment you've been waiting for but were too afraid to face. Archangel Michael is here standing with a drawn sword, and he is not whispering. He is commanding. I order you to open this now. You have been asking for truth. You have begged for signs. You've pleaded in silence. God, if something is wrong, show me. And now heaven is answering with thunder. The time for quiet delays is over. The cover-up is ending. You are being pulled from the shadows into divine revelation. And yes, it's true. You are out. You've been released from the illusion. Finally, God is exposing your brother. The weight of this may feel unbearable at first. You never wanted to believe it. You never wanted to see this side of him. You made excuses. You extended mercy. You gave the benefit of the doubt again and again because your heart is pure. You love deep. You hold on longer than most would. But now the pain is no longer spiritual growth. It has become a weapon that is being used against you. You have been tied to someone who carries your blood but not your soul. God says your brother has been operating in darkness. And not just the innocent kind. Not just the mistakes all humans make. This has been intentional. This has been strategic. This has been disguised under smiles, jokes, brotherly affection, and promises of loyalty. But the truth can no longer be hidden. Heaven is unveiling everything. Your brother has known things about you that you never thought he saw. He's heard your prayers. He's observed your weaknesses. He's watched you rise, and he felt envy, not joy. There were moments he celebrated with you on the outside, but his spirit was battling jealousy and competition. There were things said behind your back. Agreements made in shadows, conversations that would shatter your heart if you had heard them. But God did. And now God is stepping in. The Lord says, I have protected you from what your brother tried to do. There were moments he spoke against you when you weren't in the room. He discredited your name. He questioned your blessings. He painted you as unstable, dramatic, overly emotional. He told others you were confused, that you were dangerous to yourself, that your voice should not be trusted, all while calling you family, all while eating at the same table. But heaven recorded it all. And the book is being opened. There were blessings meant for you that were delayed. Not denied, but delayed, because of the spiritual interference created by someone you trusted with your vulnerability. Do you remember those times you felt strange anxiety when he entered the room? That uneasiness in your spirit? That heaviness you couldn't name? That was your discernment trying to warn you. That was your guardian angel whispering, something is not right. But love kept you silent. You silenced your instincts in the name of peace. But peace with a snake is not peace. It is spiritual warfare disguised as politeness. God says, you are not crazy. You were not imagining it, you sensed what I was trying to reveal all along. But now the revelation will be undeniable. There will be proof. There will be exposure. There will be a confession you never expected, a message intercepted, a conversation overheard, a hidden truth that comes to the surface, like fire through paper. And it will hurt, but it will heal, because the lie was hurting you more than the truth ever could. Archangel Michael is standing guard now. His wings have surrounded your heart. His fire is clearing your atmosphere. No weapon formed by your brothers, bitterness will prosper. Every plot he set against you is being dismantled. Every false word he spoke is being reversed. Every person he turned against you will be brought back into divine alignment. What he tried to steal, God is returning it sevenfold. What he blocked, God is rerouting. What he buried, God is resurrecting. This is more than family drama. This is spiritual. This is generational. This is an ancient warfare in your bloodline that has come to a head. You were born to be the breaker. You were born to be the one who ends what others tolerated. You were never meant to keep quiet and play along. You were sent as a divine disruptor. And that's why you felt out of place. That's why the tension in the family has always found its way to your shoulders. You are not the problem. You are the solution. And now God says, I'm backing you, publicly. I'm exposing what was hidden. I'm clearing your name. Your brother's exposure will feel like an earthquake. People may deny it at first. Some may even defend him. But the evidence will be overwhelming, because heaven has waited long enough. The spiritual damage done to you has reached a tipping point. You were starting to doubt your own light. You were starting to believe the lies. You were shrinking, but no more. This exposure is your rescue. You will see the shift. You will feel it in your chest. The energy in your home will change. The faces around you will reveal themselves. Watch the patterns. Watch the sudden shifts. Watch who avoids you and who suddenly wants to confess. Everything hidden is coming to light. You may hear things you don't want to. You may see texts, hear recordings, sense betrayal so deep you can hardly breathe. But breathe anyway, because this is not death. It's rebirth. You will rise from this. You will heal from this. And you will thank God later for this painful rescue. Your brother's journey is his own. You do not need to carry the weight of his deception any longer. You have held on to guilt that was never yours. You have played mediator, healer, peacemaker, scapegoat. But God says, lay it down, you are not his savior. You are my child, and I will deal with him myself. There is peace on the other side of this. There is clarity and purpose waiting for you. There is a season of joy you have not yet known because it was blocked by a bond that was not rooted in truth. God is clearing the path. The tears you cry now are watering the ground for miracles. The silence that follows will not be lonely. It will be holy. You will be able to hear heaven more clearly. You will dream again. You will breathe again. You will laugh from a place that isn't tinged with confusion because the darkness is leaving. Your brother is being exposed not to destroy him but to free you. You cannot carry someone who has chosen to stay in deception. You can love from a distance. You can forgive, but you must release because your destiny is calling. And you have outgrown the shadows. God is bringing you into light. And in this light there will be miracles. There will be divine connections. There will be unexpected blessings. People will reach out with offers, invitations, opportunities. Doors that were locked will fly open. Favor will chase you down. And when you ask why now, God will say, because the wait is gone. Because you're finally free from the lie. Because your brother no longer sits in your seat of influence. Because your voice is no longer bound by his opinions. Because your heart is no longer bleeding from his betrayal. I, the Lord your God, am restoring you now. Archangel Michael is not whispering anymore. He is declaring, you are out, this assignment is broken. This curse is lifted, this betrayal is exposed. This lie is ending, you will look back and marvel. You will say, I should have seen it coming. But you didn't because you loved too much, but heaven knew. Heaven protected, and now heaven reveals the days ahead are holy. Guard your spirit. Rest. Pray, journal your dreams. Trust the signs, God is about to prove how real He is to you. You won't have to fight, you won't have to explain. You won't have to defend yourself, God will do it. He will speak on your behalf, He will expose what needs to be seen. He will elevate you above the opinions of those who doubted. And when you rise, do it with grace. Do it with strength. Do it without bitterness. Because you are not broken. You are blessed. The divine order has been restored. The storm is clearing. The truth is rising. The lie has been shattered. Your name is being cleared. Your path is being opened. Your joy is being returned. Your voice is being amplified. Your spirit is being honored, and your future is being written in light, not pain. You are not crazy. You are not wrong. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining it. You are discerning. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are awakening, and God is with you. Archangel Michael is with you. The entire host of heaven is surrounding you with fire. This is your rescue. This is your release. This is your rebirth. And now you know the truth. Finally, God is exposing your brother. God says you are not imagining this. You were never imagining it. That uncomfortable feeling inside your chest, that pressure behind your eyes, that deep stillness before something bursts open. It was never just a coincidence. You've been sensing something for a long time. Something deeper than logic can explain. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now, do not delay. Do not scroll away. Do not pretend you don't feel what is happening. This is for you and it cannot wait, it's been held back long enough. And now heaven says you are out. Yes, you. You have been pulled out of the darkness, out of the deception, out of the spiritual prison you didn't know you were in. And now finally, God is exposing your brother. Your brother is not who he has been pretending to be. You always had a strange feeling, didn't you? Like something wasn't quite right when he smiled. Like his silence was louder than his words. Like his support felt conditional. You blamed yourself for years. You thought maybe it was your own paranoia. You told yourself to be loyal. You told yourself that family is family. But your spirit always knew. Your spirit always saw what your heart tried to ignore. And now God says, no more covering the lie. No more pretending he didn't betray you. No more silence around what has been secretly working against you from within your own house. Heaven is lifting the veil now. And it begins with this truth. Your brother is not just your sibling. He is your spiritual mirror and also your test. He was assigned to love you, but he chose to compete with you. He was given to protect you, but he used his position to control. There were moments he knew the truth about your life and hid it from you. There were chances to defend your name when you were being talked about and he said nothing. He had information that could have saved you years of pain. And yet he said nothing because he wanted to be ahead of you. Because he didn't want you to shine too brightly. Because your rise reminded him of what he refused to become. And now the heavens have had enough. Archangel Michael says, this is your time, and nothing, not even bloodline betrayal, can block what God is about to do through you. You prayed for clarity, God heard you. You begged to know what was really going on, God answered, but the answer comes with weight. Are you ready to hold the truth? Are you ready to know what he said, behind your back? Are you ready to hear that he took something that was meant for you, a connection, a blessing, a piece of news, an inheritance, an opportunity? There was a moment in time where someone called your name and he answered in your place. God saw it. Heaven recorded it. And now the recording is being replayed in the courts of divine justice. Because what's hidden in darkness must come to light. Your brother has smiled with you in pictures, but behind closed doors, he spoke in curses over your journey. He spoke to people in quiet, bitter tones. He used your past mistakes as weapons to delay your progress. He made comments like, they think they're special now, huh? Or, let's see how long that lasts. He saw your growth and couldn't handle it. He felt your favor and despised it. He sensed your divine assignment and it terrified him, because deep down he always knew you were chosen, and instead of embracing that, instead of celebrating it, he worked against it. Not always openly but with shadows, whispers, agreements made in silence. And now heaven says this ends today. You are not crazy for pulling away. You were not wrong to distance yourself. That discomfort was divine protection. That tension was the Spirit speaking to your soul. You were being warned even when no words were spoken. And now the warning is confirmed. Your brother aligned himself with someone else. Yes, this is connected to the woman. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Open this before your peace is stolen again. This woman knew your brother. They spoke about you. They met more than once. She fed him doubts. She made subtle accusations. She told him things that twisted his view of you. She turned your brother into a tool for spiritual blockage. He allowed it. He accepted the role. And now the time of mercy is shifting into the time of truth. This does not mean God doesn't love him. It means the Spirit will no longer allow him to block your assignment. Your name is written in fire. Your future is soaked in divine light. And your time has come. You are no longer the version of yourself who begged for crumbs. You are not the same one who cried over broken loyalty. You are new, reborn, anointed, empowered. And Archangel Michael has drawn a line in the Spirit. He has said, "This one is out. This one is protected, this one walks forward unchained." You feel the fire in your bones because you are being set free. You were loyal to a fault. You excused too much. You covered for things you didn't understand. But heaven always understood. Heaven always recorded it. There are pages and pages in the divine archives labeled with your name. Pages that document how much you gave. How many times you stayed quiet when you could have exposed the truth. How often you prayed for peace in the family even when they didn't deserve it. And now your reward is coming, but it must come with exposure, because God will not build your new future on a broken lie. Yes, he is your brother by blood, but he made himself a spiritual stranger. He knew your vulnerability and exploited it. He saw when you were in need and withheld help. He had chances to guide you toward truth, but instead whispered behind you. He took pieces of your story and shared them in ways that made people question your purity. He played both sides, smiling at you, while mocking your path. But now the angels have documented it. The trumpets are sounding. The judgment is beginning. God says, do not be surprised when you see the fallout, do not feel guilty when the exposure becomes public. This is not revenge. It is restoration, and yes, the woman is involved. She plays a bigger role than you know. This is not just about your brother. This is about a pattern. A system of spiritual sabotage that has followed you from childhood. The spirit of envy. The spirit of hidden competition. The spirit of silence when you needed someone to speak up. This is deeper than a relationship. This is spiritual warfare. And it stops here. You are stepping into full favor, into healing, into divine compensation. And everyone who tried to keep you from this moment is now being removed. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God is about to bless you in front of those who doubted you. He is about to anoint you in public spaces. He is about to send support, love, elevation, and opportunities that will confirm everything you knew, but were afraid to say out loud. You were not imagining it. Your brother did things you still don't fully know about, but God knows. And God says that door is now shut. You are not returning to the cycle of emotional confusion and guilt. That season is closed. You're going to feel lighter soon. You're going to feel peace. You're going to feel confirmation, through dreams, signs, unexpected messages. Someone is going to tell you something that will line up with this word. The truth is coming and with it freedom. Do not cling to anyone out of obligation. You are not betraying your family by following your spirit. You are not ungrateful for setting boundaries. You are not selfish for protecting your peace. You are chosen, and the chosen are often misunderstood until the reward comes. But your reward is coming, swiftly, surely, powerfully. And when it comes, you will remember this moment. You will remember that Archangel Michael came with a sword and cleared the path. You will remember that God pulled the curtain back and showed you who was really for you. You will see blessings that were delayed suddenly flood your life. Financial shifts, health turnarounds, emotional relief, a deeper spiritual clarity because the blockage has been removed. Because the imposter spirit in your brother has been exposed. Because the woman who played both sides has been defeated. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to rise. Walk with fire. Speak with confidence. Love yourself enough to walk away from anything that makes you shrink. This is your divine hour and heaven is backing you fully. Don't turn back. Don't explain yourself. Don't argue with those who refuse to see what God has revealed. Let the truth stand on its own. Let the exposure speak. Let the blessing unfold. And remember this, you are out, not rejected, released, not abandoned, elevated, not alone, surrounded by angels, not broken, rebuilt for glory. If you believe in God, type Amen. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This is not random, this is not coincidence. This is divine intervention, you are not imagining it. This moment is being delivered to you with fire in heaven and urgency on earth. You are out, and finally, God is exposing your brother. Yes, your own brother. The one you trusted, the one you defended, the one you prayed for, the one you always believed was harmless. Harmless because you couldn't see behind the veil. But God has seen it all. Nothing escapes His eyes. Nothing hides from His presence. Not the whispers, not the meetings, not the secrets, not the betrayals. What's done in darkness is being pulled into the light. And this message, this exact moment is heaven's chosen time to show you the truth. God says, my child, you have carried this confusion for too long. You felt something wasn't right, you've seen glimpses. You've heard hints, you felt the energy shift when he walked in. Your heart told you, but your mind pushed it away because you didn't want to believe it. You are someone who loves deeply, you are loyal to those you call family. You are protective, you defend without asking questions. And that is beautiful. But the enemy used it against you. The enemy used your love as a weapon to blind you from the betrayal that was building behind your back. God says, no more. I, the Lord, have been watching. I have watched as your brother smiled at you and spoke your name in love, then turned around and used your name in places you were never meant to be mentioned. I have watched him say, I love you, while entertaining conversations with people who were plotting against you. I have watched him take what belonged to you and pretend it was his. I have watched the pride rise in his heart and his spirit become intoxicated. Please like and comment.